HarperCollins and HarperAudio present The Kingdom, the Power, and the Glory, American Evangelicals in an Age of Extremism, by Tim Alberta. This is the author. In loving memory of Pop, Reverend Richard J. Alberta, a sinner like his sons. And the devil, taking him up unto a high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And the devil said unto him, All this power will I give thee, and the glory of them. For this has been delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will, I give it. If thou, therefore, wilt worship me, all shall be thine. And Jesus answered and said unto him, Get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Luke chapter 4, verses 5 through 8. Prologue. It was July 29th, 2019, the worst day of my life, though I didn't know that quite yet. The traffic in downtown Washington, D.C. was inching along. The mid-Atlantic humidity was sweating through the windows of my chauffeured car. I was running late and fighting to stay awake. For 2 weeks I'd been sprinting between television and radio studios up and down the East Coast, promoting my new book on the collapse of the post-George W. Bush Republican Party and the ascent of Donald Trump. Now I had one final interview for the day. My publicist had offered to cancel. It wasn't that important, she said, but I didn't want to. It was that important. When the car pulled over on M Street Northwest, I hustled inside the stone-pillared building of the Christian Broadcasting Network. All in a blur, the producers took my cell phone, mic'd me up, and shoved me onto the set with news anchor John Jessup. Camera rolling, Jessup skipped past the small talk. He was keen to know, given his audience, what I had learned about the president's alliance with America's white evangelicals. Despite being a lecherous, impenitent scoundrel, the 2016 campaign marked by his mocking of a disabled man, his xenophobic slander of immigrants, his casual calls to violence against political opponents, Trump had won a historic 81% of those white evangelical voters. But, as I'd written in the book, that statistic was just a surface-level indicator of the foundational shifts taking place inside the church. A relationship that was once nakedly transactional, Christians trading their support, sans enthusiasm, in return for specific policies, had morphed into something else entirely. Trump was no longer the lesser of two evils, a grin-and-bear-it alternative to 4 years of President Hillary Clinton and 3 pro-choice Supreme Court justices. Polling showed that born-again Christian conservatives, once the president's softest backers, were now his most unflinching advocates. Jessup had the same question as millions of other Americans. Why? As a believer in Jesus Christ, and as the son of an evangelical minister, raised in a conservative church in a conservative community, I had long struggled with how to answer this question. It would have been easy to say something like, Well, John, most evangelicals are craven hypocrites who adhere only to selective biblical teachings, wield their faith as a weapon of cultural warfare, and only pretend to care about righteousness when it suits their political interest. So it's no surprise they would ally themselves with the likes of Donald Trump. But that wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be accurate. The truth is, I knew lots of Christians who, to varying degrees, supported the president, and there was no summarily describing their diverse attitudes, motivations, and behaviors. They were best understood as points plotted across a vast spectrum.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?